The dip is not your enemy, the dip is the filter. It is the filter between those who were casually interested, who thought they needed something really bad, and between those who actually deserve to be on the other side. And a lot of you right now are in that phase. You started something that really mattered, a business, a goal, a version of yourself that you really wanted to be. And somewhere along the way, results stopped coming. The energy dried up, and that inner voice in your head started saying, maybe this is not for you. Today, I'm going to give you something more important than inspiration. I'm going to actually give you the way to think when you are in that page of your life, the hardest stretch, when despite of your full commitment, the results are nowhere to be seen. The first thing that you need to do before taking any action is to identify honestly where you are right now on your way towards your journey. People usually make any of these two mistakes when they are in that phase. Number one, they panic. They think that every decision they had made about their life was wrong, and they are in this hard phase, and they have realized that they will never be able to reach at their goal. They have just completely panicked. And number two, this is also a catastrophic mistake when people are in the state of denial. Despite of every obstacle they are facing on their way, they are in the state of denial and making themselves feel that everything is all right, everything is completely fine. Neither of these two things will work for you once you are in that state. You need to diagnose and ask yourself where you are on your way towards your journey. And I'm giving you 3 questions that will help you to identify your phase. Question number 1, ask yourself honestly that this hard phase is a result of what? Either I have gone a completely wrong path, or number 2, I have not yet reached to the level that it becomes easier for me. There is a difference between a dip and the dead end. The dead end will never get better. It will never start becoming easier once you are at the dead end. But once you are at the dip, be rest assured that you are undergoing a phase that will completely transform if you stayed consistent for quite some more time. So you need to identify and answer yourself that hard phase in your life is whether a dead end or the dip. Now, having answered that question, the second question that you need to ask yourself is, have I given it up all? Trust me, there is nothing great in life achieved by any person with half-hearted approach. This right now is the cause. It is the killer of hundreds and thousands of dreams every day. When people start giving up when they have reached 50 or 60% of their potential, not realizing how close they were to the breakthrough, not realizing they need not to change anything. They just had to stay consistent on that path for some more time before the breakthrough could have come. Ask yourself and identify, have I given up my full potential? If not, do not give up. Question number 3, ask yourself, what specifically has stopped working? What have I not tried yet? Get precise. Vague frustration keeps you stuck. A specific problem has a specific answer. Once you become very honest about where you are, only then you can start doing something about it. Here is something that destroys the comebacks before they even begin. When people start measuring their success and failure on the basis of outcomes that are not even in their hands, instead of basing on the actions that are needed to be taken. You cannot control whether the investor says yes or no. You cannot drop weight this week and ensure that it happens, and you cannot control how fast the audience grows. What you can control is the quality and consistency of your actions. So here is the shift that you need to take for your comeback. Stop measuring success or failure on the basis of outcomes and start measuring your inputs. Did you show up today? Did you do the work with full potential and capability that you are capable of? Did you learn something that would make your tomorrow's effort better than today's one? Trust me, this is not some trick that I want you to get in. This is the actual process. Once you become obsessed with the inputs, with the actions that you need to take, long before everyone, when everybody around you will start giving up because they have not seen any outcomes yet, because they have no results to show, because they have no audience to applaud, they will be giving up because they were anxiously waiting for that. You were not that person. You were waiting for becoming the person who takes action towards their goals, and every day of yours will be an accomplishment. You are consistently achieving something on daily basis that you asked yourself to do. Always remember, the comeback is not something dramatic or some sudden activity. It is those small actions day after day that are not bringing massive results, but they are building the foundation without everybody else observing and watching. Now, here is the part that nobody wants to hear. If you are waiting to feel ready, if you are waiting for your fear to go away, or if you are waiting to feel prepared to take actions, listen to what Mel Robbins said, and I loved it. He says that you are never going to feel fully prepared for the things that you are afraid of. You are never going to feel fully prepared for the things you are afraid of. You need to take actions unprepared and improve along the way. Once you are in stuck position, once you are stuck because you do not feel ready, getting ready is not the first priority. Taking the first step should be your first priority. Now, once you will try to do that, your mind, which is designed to protect you from unknown, will try to talk you out. It will try to say you are not ready yet. You need to give time to yourself. You need to consider your self-care. You need to consider your safety and things like that, because the zone that you are going to enter in is not known to your mind. Do not listen to that. Do not listen when your mind tries to talk you out of doing something that you know how important it is for you to do, but you are not doing because you feel that you are not ready yet. Step 1. Do the uncomfortable thing first. Remember my book review on Brian Tracy's book, Eat That Frog. If you have got 5 things to do in a day, and the worst of those things is eating a frog alive, the first thing that you need to do in the morning is eating that frog, because you cannot avoid that task. And if that first task is pending because that is a difficult one, your every other task will keep stealing your effort and attention, and by the evening you will already have given up. But once you start the task with the most difficult action, rest of the things become easier. Do not fool yourself by saying, okay, I will do easier things first and then I'll build a momentum to reach there. No. Do not do that. The first step Deal the hardest thing or the obstacle up front and get over with it. Always remember, the avoidance of the task is costing you more energy than the task itself would. Step number 2, shrink the units. You cannot decide to give a comeback and suddenly it starts happening. You need to shrink the units. If your goal is to run 15 kilometers a day, you might start with a 15 minutes walk. You cannot write complete book in a day or a week, but you can begin with writing 2 pages or 300 words per day or whatever the goal you decide. But you need to shrink it to the manageable level and ensure that you do not skip that affordable unit that you have decided by yourself to do it on daily basis. I love when Jim Rohn says that the thing that are easier to do, it is also easy not to do those things. Step number 3, remove the exit. There is no exit option, and it will be a dumbest thing to exit when the results are not showing up. It is a very unfortunate time for anyone to evaluate the results when they are going through the dip or that hard phase of their life. It will give you every irrational reason to give up, to surrender. Remember, there is no exit. Once you have decided on something, you have to continue. As I said earlier, the results are not your baby. It is somebody else's baby. Your baby is the action that you have decided for yourself to take on daily basis and staying consistent on that. Listen, you are not behind. You are not broken. You are in the dip. And once you are in the dip, it means you are doing something real. So here is what I want you to do after you close this video. Not tomorrow, not today, right now. Write down that one action that you know very well that had you been doing consistently, it would have changed your life in a massive, massive way. Not the list of actions, not some charts or anything. The one thing that is the inner voice of you that says that had you been doing this thing for the past dash and dash number of years, you had been at a completely different level. 2, for the next 7 days, do that thing without failing. Do not be a fool to start evaluating or judging whether it is working or not. I'm not asking you for the results. I'm asking you for putting in the action without any suggestions, without any recommendations, without being worried whether it will work or not. Just on input basis, do that thing for the next 7 days. Number 3, every time your inner voice says you to stop, ask this question: whether you are being asked to stop because you were on the wrong path altogether, or it is asking you to stop because it is going harder as you get closer to your goal. Sit with an honest answer. Always remember, gentlemen, the comeback will come unannounced. It will not be a big round of applause or big stadiums standing to clap for you. It is not going to happen. It is step by step, those quiet days of boring, repetitive tasks that you need to do every single day without failing. And you must remember that path towards greatness, it's not linear. It's a hockey style pattern. You will see the initial results because you were excited to do something, the first bottom part of the hockey. Then there will be a dip. That is the point where many people give up, and that is the valley where many dreams shatter. And after that you have survived that dip and not given up, there is a hockey style, a longer end of the hockey and a longer end of the graph that will make you reach at the heights that you always dreamed of. It will make you sit in the conferences. It will make you reach the handshakes that you only dreamed of in your life. Go for it. Go for that comeback, not for the outcomes, but for the person you will become in the pursuit of those outcomes. I'll see you in the next video.